Hello Cancer, welcome to your tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is a timeless reading, which means whenever you happen to be watching this reading was meant to find you, right? Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. Remember that the most important part of any tarot reading is you, and there is a Six of Wands. That is a very, very beautiful card. We're going to do our Dove and Serpent spread. Oh, wow. This is amazing. This is fantastic. If there's anything you'd like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know in the comments. We're going to continue with the path of the serpent here. And we're going to do our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to use Rider-Waite-Smith. The path of the dove here just looks just amazing. These cards that we have, we already have a mystery card over here. Interesting. So now we have two mystery cards. I don't know how that happened. That's the card that we're not going to look at until the very end. And Cancer, you're in for a treat because you have two mystery cards. Hopefully they will tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need. Okay. Path of the dove. We have major, major, major. We have water, we have fire, and we have water. And on the path of the serpent here, we have maybe some challenges. We've got some air, we've got some earth, and some water. But the path of the dove, this is really fantastic. This is the Six of Wands. This is your creative will becoming manifest. This is kind of like everything that you've been working toward is now just right before you, shining like a blazing star, right? It's kind of everything that you've been working toward now in a realizable, I don't know if that's a word, a realizable potential, Your idea is now, it's obvious that it's going to come to fruition, right? It's obvious that things are going to really blossom and bear fruit for you. You're the type of person that really, you stick to your path even when there's opposition, even when people told you, no, you can't do it. Even when other people didn't understand it, you stuck to it, And even when other people wanted to give up, I feel like you were there to lift them up, right? Because the Six of Wands, this is like the Three of Wands, but doubled, right? So this is your own kind of, your own integrity, your own character, and you want to extend that to other people. So it's just like you have such strength and energy and love and creativity and, and will and confidence and ambition that you want to extend that to other people. So when other people might be faltering, might be getting, down on themselves, you're right there to help lift people up, It's almost like you won't allow yourself to really enjoy success unless the people around you can too, right? At least those people that are closest to you. So what I think is really going on right now is you're starting to see some real progress, some real, it's almost like you can kind of see the end zone now. You can see the finish line for this work that you're doing, this project that you're involved with. And you know that it's going to be quite soon that things are going to come to an amazing conclusion, okay? It could be the culmination of a wonderful romance. It could be the finish of some really amazing project at work, right? Or a creative endeavor that you're involved with. Whatever it might be, I feel like you've been working on it for a long time. I feel like, with the universe or the world card here, this is something that is well, kind of groundbreaking, kind of earth-shattering, right? It has the potential to really change your life and change your world, probably the lives of the people around you, the people that are very close to you. I feel that it is, obviously, it has an emotional component, right? So it's going to be very, very satisfying thing. We see a lot of other water energy here, especially this Two of Cups. We see the Seven of Cups on the path of the serpent. We'll get to that in just a moment. But with the water energy here, with this Ten of Cups, it seems to me like you have known since you began this project or this relationship or whatever this is, that if you could just get there, it would be the absolute greatest thing of your life, the greatest moment that you could ever hope. It would feel the best feeling that you've ever had, right? It would fill you with such bliss, such satisfaction, such joy and happiness and love that it's kind of like this is what you've been dreaming about your entire life, right? And I think that this was your ideal. This was like the pictures that you used to hang on your wall. You know, this is what you would write in your diary about. This is what you would dream about at night, right? And maybe the images of it changed. Maybe as time went on, I was going to say as the years went on, but maybe it has been a long time, you know. As time went on, maybe the picture of this changed, but the blueprint, but the basic structure was always the same, you know. And this is what you've dreamed about. This is what you have always wanted. This is the greatest bliss that you could imagine, right? And I feel like you're very close to uniting with that. Here is the Lover's energy. And this doesn't necessarily mean it's a romantic thing, though it could be talking about a romantic partner, right? A marriage, some kind of a union. This is a union or a marriage with whatever this ideal is. Whatever you've dreamed about since you were a kid. It could be manifesting in a person, right? It could. But it's your uniting with the achievement, with the feeling of accomplishing this, of attaining this, right? The greatest bliss beyond bliss. And I think that you're aware now of how close you are to achieving this, right? You can kind of see it right before you. It's starting to materialize, and it's amazing because you know that now nothing can stop it, right? Nothing can stop it. And it is in large part because of your ambition, because of this devil energy, because you just do not quit. Even when people got down on you, even when you had to be alone, even when, people would try to get in your way, even when the universe seemed to be like laughing at you or putting obstacles in your way or throwing rocks at you, whatever comes down this mountain, whether you dodged it, whether it hit you, you kept climbing like this goat climbs up the side of a steep mountain. You never gave up. You never quit. And in that sense, you really have only yourself to congratulate for this. But that's not the kind of person you are. You don't want to take all of the credit, right? Because I think that you understand your place in the cosmos. You understand your place in society, in your community, in your neighborhood, in your family, in yourself. There are so many factors involved. I don't think anything we do in life we can take sole credit for. Right? So, especially this card with that Six of Wands, I almost feel like you're giving your acceptance speech or you're giving your thanks up on stage, and it just goes on and on and on and on because you're so thankful. Because there are so many people and forces and energies and ideas and past and present and future that you're so thankful for everyone, everything involved, that your acceptance speech just goes on and on and on, right? But we can't stay on stage forever. Eventually, you're going to get the hook. You're going to get the light or whatever they do to tell you to kind of get on with it. And in the immediate future, we see a Two of Cups. So this is you really now enjoying this union. This was the two coming together, you and this ideal, this bliss, this love. And now that love is manifesting. This love is flowing. This is the two poles, right? The two kind of ends of love, and the sparks just going between them. You know, the energy is just being exchanged and shared, and it's a very wonderful feeling. So this is all of that love and all of that union. Now it's taking place. It's in practice, right? Now you're living your life with this. And this is the future that you've always wanted. This was the 10 of Cups that you idolized. The pictures that you hung up on your wall, the dreams that you had, right? The wishes that you would write into your diary when you're a kid. And now it's really taking place in a dynamic way. Now this energy is being exchanged. It's taking place, you know? And I think that's really going to be a wonderful experience for you. Now, moving over to the path of the serpent, we see this 5 of discs. So there's some more practical implications for this, right? Your life's going to change. The ground that you're standing on is going to shift a little bit. This card could be indicating that you're going to have to kind of, you might be shifting your life. You might have to move. You might have to adjust your living situation. The finances are going to change. Maybe there are changes going on in your physical body that are related to this that now you kind of have to, you have to kind of deal with. They may be challenging, but you're embracing them, right? You're embracing them. So this is movement in the physical realm, changes. Either in body, in finances, in living situation, the physical realm. Okay. The next card is the 7 of Cups. Now, this is in the position of relationships. This is in the position of what's around you right now. What is your greatest asset? What do you have in abundance? Well, the 7 of Cups is you actually seeing things or feeling things clearly for what feels like the first time. You know, you're realizing now that you're achieving this union, right? Could be a spiritual union through this lover's energy. That you're achieving this union, and now you realize that your eyes are open for the very first time. Like the scales have fallen from your eyes now. You know, now you realize that everything you've seen before pales in comparison. All the love that you felt before is nothing compared to this, right? It's like you're feeling for the first time. You're seeing for the first time. You're hearing and tasting for the first time. And it's like nothing in your past could compare to what you're going to be having in the future, right? And I think this is taking place right now, okay? So this is a very, very interesting card. Because it really is like there's this newness, there's this kind of refresh feeling. You know, it's like we're seeing for the first time, right? We're seeing through everything that we thought was love or success or happiness or any of these emotions, any of these physical things even. And now we realize that that wasn't true seeing. Now we can see clearly, right? Because of this union that you're experiencing. And now the next card that we have is the 3 of discs. It's in the position of what you don't want. I feel like you don't want recognition for this. I feel like you don't, this is you not taking the credit. This is you not wanting to, to be recognized or to get any kind of accolades for doing this. Because in some ways you feel like you didn't accomplish anything. You didn't exceed anything. You just brought things back to where they should be. You know, you restored something that should have always been there. So it's not like you really, you didn't achieve anything. You just kind of fixed what was not there, what was not working, right? Yeah, so I feel like you did a lot of work, I feel like you've got this devil energy there now, so there's still this part of you that doesn't want the recognition for it. That kind of goes with the devil, with the goat energy too. You don't want to be in the limelight. You don't want the spotlight. You don't want the recognition. You don't want to take the credit. You just want to have this and enjoy it, right? And now this card could also be talking about the way in which you are trying to help others to do the same. You're trying to lift everyone up at the same time, right? So there's some aspect of that where whatever this is that you're uniting with, you feel like it's kind of your duty or the way that you can give back or the way that you can say thank you is to help other people achieve this too, right? And then finally, we've got this 8 of Swords. This represents the people around you that you care about or the people that you are associating with that feel like they can't have this too, right? This is a lot of negative internal dialogue, right? This is a lot of people saying, I can't do it. It's not for me. I don't deserve it. This is just not in my cards. I think you're there to tell them, hey, no, you need to get out of this prison, this thought prison that we're in with the 8 of Swords, because you can do it. You may not be able to tell people how or what or any real information, but you're there to try to just, at least in spirit or energetically, lift people up, to give them this kind of energy that will tell them, internally, speaking to their spirit, that they can do it. It's almost like they can share in a little bit of this bliss that you found, to give them a little taste so that they can go and create it for themselves. Right? So this is you, now that you're free, now you want to go and you want to free everybody. Right? I think this is really the special part of this, the fact that you're not going to be satisfied until everybody can experience this. It's a real compassion in you. I want to see what's up with these mystery cards. I don't know how, I guess I left that card over there from yesterday, I guess, maybe this morning, I don't remember. So we've got 2 now. And 2 could represent you and this other that you're uniting with, right? The other side of this marriage, this kind of holy union, this alchemical wedding, right? So what could these 2 be? It'd be cool if we had Emperor and Empress. If we had, we've already got the world or universe, but we could have another one. We can have the Fool and the World. We could, I don't know, there's so many combinations would be quite special. So should we do them both at the same time or one at a time? I think both. Let's do both. Well, we did get the Emperor. We did get the Emperor, and we got the 4 of Discs, right? So this is very interesting because we have the 5 of Discs, we have the 3 of Discs. So we don't want the recognition, right? We know that our physical situation is going to change, but what's really going to happen is that things are going to stabilize in such a way where you are on a completely different level, right? A completely new plane of existence for you. Because that Emperor is someone who is fully realized, fully in charge, fully actualized, fully enlightened kind of being. And this is the one that does unite with that other, who in theory would be the Empress, though we don't have the Empress. I kind of feel as if this Emperor is representing the new you, kind of, right? It's almost that this union that we saw with the Lover's energy, that union is producing this Emperor, and this is the new kind of version of you, with just this renewed confidence, this renewed sense of wholeness, this renewed sense of power, of owning your power, right? Of knowing yourself, knowing your power, and knowing that aspect of yourself that wants to give back, that wants to say thank you to the universe, to the world or universe, by helping others, by giving back, by trying to lift others up as well. And that's the Emperor. The Emperor has a lot of responsibility, right? a lot of plans, a lot of strategy, a lot of things that you're trying to do in the physical realm and the spiritual realm. You are the kind of the guardian of the realm, right? The protector of the realm. If we have any Game of Thrones fans. But I feel like this is you waking up to your true nature, your true reality, right? Like we said before, everything that kind of came before this doesn't even seem real. This seems real. And that's because you're kind of waking up to a different kind of power. You're waking up to a new, I don't want to say you've changed. You're not different. You're more you, right? And then, of course, with the 4, this could be the castle that the Emperor is situated in. This is your domain. This is your earthly power, right? These are the resources, the 4, right? The 4 elements, the 4 walls, the structure that you're putting in place. It could be that you go and you found some kind of, you establish some kind of order or organization, maybe a charity, something where in a more professional or formal aspect, you can help other people. It might be a little bit more organized than maybe I originally thought. It could be you really giving structure to things. It could be you taking the 5 of discs, this uncertainty, the shifting of things around, and you really working, knowing that it's going to be a little bit kind of shaky for a while. Things are going to be changing. But you're working to solidify things. To crystallize this new Emperor energy that you've kind of woken up to really crystallize that, to solidify that, so it does permeate every aspect of your being, not just your physical body, not just your spiritual life, your emotions, your mental state, your career, your friendships. It's going to permeate every part of you, and it's going to extend out to the infinite bounds of this world, this universe. So it is kind of like everything before this moment wasn't real. It pales in comparison to this new awareness that you found, this new level of consciousness. And this could be a purely spiritual union. But whatever it is, it does have it is a spiritual union. But it may also have this physical component. It may be involving a significant other, a partner, romantic partner, a lover. It could literally be anything. But the activation that it facilitates, that's what is really, I think, causing these very significant changes in your awareness, in your perception of yourself and the world around you, and how you go about crystallizing that, solidifying that, right, into the future. And I think that's really, really awesome and amazing. And I mean awesome in the true sense of the word, in that it inspires awe, the splendor of it. I'm very excited for you. I'm very happy that we had 2 mystery cards for you. This doesn't happen often. And I really hope that you kind of, that you accept this new reality that you're waking up to, through this union with whatever this is. And I'd love to hear from you. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if this is resonating with you. This has got to be the most extraordinary reading for Cancer that we've had. And we've had some good ones here. But this one, I think, is showing like a new level of attainment. This is kind of the zenith of everything that we've been working toward. At least in terms of the readings that we've been having. There's been some challenges. There's been some achievements. But this is really the summit, I think. And I'm very excited for the next reading that we do, which will probably come out in 5 or 6 days. And to see what you do with all of this new energy, this new power. I think you have a lot more work to do. I think that you are kind of giving back, that you are active in your community in some way, with the spiritual community, maybe with your local neighborhood community, whatever it is, church, temple, lodge, and order. I think that you're really, you're a very valuable person, right? And I think that anyone who is in your life should feel very honored to be in your life. I'm honored that you would come here and watch this reading. We are going to do an extended. If you want to stick around for that, you can click on the link right here. You'll have access to all of the extended readings. I want to thank you so much for being here and for letting me read for you. I do hope that you'll come back and see me again very soon here on Dove and Serpent Tarot.